Hey, good afternoon. So you are interested in learning what a cash offer is, and is it something for you? Basically, a cash offer is somebody's going to buy your property, typically an investor, and they're going to buy it for cash. As is, there's no financing. There is going to be no work that's going to be needed to be done. Pretty much, it's a straightforward transaction, almost like they're buying a car from you. You know, and it can be that simple, to be honest with you, when making a purchase. So, as is, no financing. So sometimes when you have somebody who's going to buy the property, they have to go get financing, and that can fall through. A lot of times you just basically leave. There's going to be no showings. It's just an inspection, and that's really it. So there's not going to be any clue report, which is going to be like your insurance history. There's not going to be any SPUDs, which is the seller's property disclosure. Pretty much it's a really straightforward transaction. So, and a lot of times they can actually buy the property in less than 14 days, sometimes 7 days, depending if the title comes back very clear. So who's this for? Is this something for you? Typically somebody who's going to sell their property for cash. It's like, let's say there's a situation where it was mom's house, mom passed away, now it's willed to the kids, and now it's in probate. And so they're like, well, I really don't want to deal with it. It's, not worth my time. I've got my other family to work with and deal with, and my life pretty much. And it could be a property that has a lot of needs. It's distressed, and I don't want to deal with it. It could be somebody where there's a spouse that dies, and let's say the other spouse is living there, and they don't want to be there anymore. It's just something that they just don't want to deal with it. It could be something where a divorce, a job loss. It could be maybe I'm moving out of states, maybe I'm retiring, maybe I'm disabled. Maybe there's just, again, a unique situation where I've got this house, I don't want it anymore. It's turning into a money pit, and, it just needs a lot of repairs, lots of updates. If I try to put it on the market the traditional way, it could take a long time to sell. And so, again, a lot of times they're distressed properties. They need to be fixed. It could be somebody who's going to be potentially in foreclosure. Maybe you're really, really behind on your payments and you just cannot catch up. It's just, that's the way it is. So it could be a situation where I've seen they're not going to catch up, but if I sell the property, I can take some of that equity and then get to the next place where I need to be. And I won't have a foreclosure on my credit report. So is it something that is for you? Again, the big question is do you need to get out of the house fast? Typically less than 30 days, definitely. It's a lot of times sooner than that. Is your house need a lot of updates? Is it distressed? Because a lot of times you've got a property here, the value, top dollar market value based on the property in your neighborhood, it could sell for and get top dollar. Okay, but if you try to compare it, is your kitchen need work? The bathrooms need work. The flooring, does it need a new roof, new AC? Is the pool haven't seen water in 10 years? So there's a lot of things here that you're going to basically give this investor or whoever's going to buy it for cash an incentive to buy it, because you're just not going to be able to fix it and bring it up to market level. That's the reality of it. Some people try to think that they can sell the property that needs a lot of work and bring it up. But a lot of times it just doesn't. At some point you're just going to give, you're going to give something to it. So again, that is something, a cash offer. I definitely work with a lot of cash buyers. So if that is something that is of interest to you, again, each situation is unique. Sometimes you can go retail, and if the property is a situation where it may not need a lot of work. Maybe it's clean, it just needs updates. Maybe you can wait, 30 to 45 days. You're willing to show the property. You're willing to, work with somebody who's trying to get financing, and that little bit of risk. Sometimes it's a bigger risk, but a risk of them not qualifying or something doesn't go through. So again, are you somebody who needs to get out quick, doesn't want to deal with it? I'm just sick of it. I'm tired. Every time I make that payment every month, I've got a lot of pain and I can't afford it anymore. I've got to get out of this thing quick. There are opportunities out there. I can help you with that. So if that's your situation, either or, retail or cash offer, whatever, we can talk about that. We'll sit down and figure out what your situation is and what's the best path for you. So give me a call. My name is Tim. The contact information below or at the end of this video. Give me a call and we'll see how we can help you. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.